Back to WhatsApp on Gata Television. Yesterday we had a celebrity event compare Wale Sage, and he did justice to his journey and his life. Today we have someone very special who is, of course, a music artist, honing his Afrobeat genre and making sure that a whole lot of people get um, in the realm that he's trying to bring out to you guys. I want you guys to understand that this is what music is all about. Ladies and gentlemen, world help me welcome Jaykin to the studios this morning. How far, my brother?
Yeah, thank you for having me today. My name is Jaykin, and yeah, thank you for having me today.
All right, welcome again. So let's tell you quickly about who we do have in the studios this morning. His name is Akim Pewa Joel Oluwatosi, aka Jaykin, born and raised in Ogun State, Nigeria. Jaykin is an emerging Afrobeat artist. As the first born in the family of three, music has always been a part of his life. Although he never initially considered a career in music, his friends and peers encouraged him to pursue his passion. The journey begins, or did begin, after completing his 300 level studies. Jaykin took the leap and recorded his first song. This marked the beginning of his musical journey. Working privately, he honed his craft, gathering courage to share music with others. Collaborations with producers and artists followed, and he's been working on building his sound. Now he's been taking just steps in the Afrobeat genre, and he's been taking steps to share his music also with a wider audience. He released his first music video, I'm Alright, with Dolphin, and has been performing at a whole lot of stages and shows. I'm showing you all up to that. He's excited to see where his music takes him, and he's looking for it to continue to grow and develop as an artist. So I'm Jaykin. Welcome again to the studio.
Yeah,
So
thank
honored
you.
to have you here. All right, folks, I don't know who I am the host of the most important R&B because AURALW. They call me the Big Size Steady Bear. They call me the Bad Nation. When I'm walking on the radio, they call me the Radio Cabana. You can also call me the Sugar Daddy of Lagos. Anything that pertains to entertainment is who I am. And just this one, someone gave me a nickname. All right, well, thank you. But that's because I told them that I love Davido's new song 10 Kilo, and since then that's what the person called me. But I love the name, and yes, you know, I love it as well. Anyway, let's get set because it is time to talk and have a conversation with Jaykin. So Jaykin, again, welcome to WhatsApp.
Yeah, thank you.
The WhatsApp show. Let's start with some real talk, alright? What's one thing about your journey that no one ever sees on the gram? And by the gram, I mean Instagram. And by the gram, I don't also mean Instagram alone. I mean social media.
Yeah, I
What's
get
up
some.
with that?
No, one thing I feel like people don't really know about me on this thing is that people only see the end results. They only see the end results, and they don't know the struggles you go through to get those things done, the frustrations that comes with pursuing your passion. People don't always get that. They just see the end result. They don't see what's going on behind the scenes. So people are just focused on the end results. That's just it. That's what I feel like people don't
So
really know
people
about.
never really see how much effort and work you put into your craft. You just see that the end result, Jaykin is shot a video, Jaykin is buzzing, everybody doing a big boy, he's doing good music. They really don't, and that's something that people should really talk about. I saw something on the internet the other day. They put one picture by the side, one empty theater with only one person, and they said, was it effort or the journey? And then this other place, they put so many people there in the stadium. They said, congratulations. When you, that's what I always say, hey, when you start something, you never really get the support. So yes, support and congratulations. You never really get the support that you need. They just see that this person, this team. And also the other day, I was looking at Ashake's history, and my brother, Ashake used to do ski too.
yeah.
Oh my
Shake,
God. Ashake
no, it
skits,
pays.
Nollywood and everything, and nobody recognized him. And in one of the skits, I heard him say, "Oh, I just dropped my song, one thing." Oh my God!
Yeah.
And look at how big he is today.
Yeah.
By the way, shout out to you, Ashake. Nice hairstyle you have now. You have great cornrows. Now, moving on from that, you're the firstborn.
Yeah.
Was it rebellion or revelation that pushed you into music? What did?
I would say it's a bit of both, because growing up, I've always loved music and I was drawn to music. So, and, exploring, I know that music is my calling, music is my calling and I love to do it. But, as an African parent, they don't really get along with stuff like that.
So,
But they don't really do that. So, yeah, it was hard at first, but now they cool with it. And yeah, I love music.
who's the biggest supporter in the house?
Get supporter right now. I'll say my mom. Yeah, I'll say my mom.
Are you serious?
She has been there for me. Yeah,
Moms are always
yeah,
supportive
yeah.
and doing the best.
Yeah,
Because mom, see sometimes you give you money for studio. When I wanted to get into broadcasting, yeah, I did tell them at home. I said, "Oh, well, this is the line I choose right now. I've done everything else you guys want me to do." They're like, "No, you have to do this. You have to leave the country for your masters. If you travel out of Nigeria," I mean, just I was like, "Oh, mom, this is what I want to do." But at the end of the day, my mom was like, "You said that's what it was. He's grown now. You go allowed to do it."
Yeah.
I'm reaping the dividends.
Mom are the best.
She's everywhere posting me and all that. Moms, men are always for me, tough love
Yeah.
and all that.
That's my
But
dad.
yes, that's a beautiful one. Moving on. You didn't plan and you didn't want to do music at first. It felt like your friends have actually said, "Oh, Jaykin, you have a very good voice. You know this music thing." What moment flipped the switch from maybe to let's go? What was that very vital moment?
At first, the plan was to just drop a song and that was it, But later, like, before I record my first song, like, my friends, my co-workers then, they used to tell me that, Jaykin, like, you're good, go for this thing. But, with my friends, just like cruise and stuff with guys, I didn't really take it serious. Then later, people have been telling me this, like, Jaykin, go into music, like, so then I got in with this producer then, and, I was a newbie. I didn't really know stuff about music, and yeah, it was like that. And I was making music without beats. So the producer was like, I should sing these songs to him for him to make the beats then. So I sang the 2 songs to him because it was 2 and I don't really know the one I was going to drop. I sang the 2 songs to him and it was like, wow, like, bro, why you never blow? Like, bro, these guys out there ain't doing much like that. And why are you still here? Like, bro, I just laughed and I thought he was just doing like, making me to want to patronize him on, this Igbo guy. So I didn't really take it serious. So I just record the songs and it was cool. Then till later, like, he had issue with the studio manager and yeah, I went to meet the studio manager to collect the songs and stuff like that, but I didn't really care. So the studio manager introduced me to another producer, Miano. Shout out to Miano. So the studio manager introduced me to Miano. Miano, yeah, made one song together. It was cool. And then later, Miano sent me 3 beats. Yeah, I think it was around the evening, and I recorded 2. I sent it back to him, and I sent the remaining one back the other day, and it was like cool. He featured other artists on the song and they were like, wow, who is this guy that sang this song? They loved the song, and he called me, told me that those other artists, they really want to see me, like, I want to see the guy behind this voice, So I went to the studio the next day. We like, and these guys, the funny thing is that they didn't even know I'm the one that sang the song. They are still waiting for the Jaykin that sang the song to come. So, it was kind of embarrassing and fun, So they told me, like, to tell them that this Jaykin, and they were like, wow, like, guy didn't look like the person that sang the song, and yeah, it was fun. So I got other features after then, other big artists that featured me. So yeah, that was really what pushed me into music, and that was like what pushed me. Like, I say, why not? Like, other artists are actually believing in what I do, so why won't I believe in what I do? So yeah, I would say it's my talent that pushed me out there, and yeah, not my face card, not my personality, it was just my talent that pushed me out there. So why not?
All right, that's a very beautiful one. Now, do you write your songs yourself? You do your pen game yourself?
Yeah, I write songs myself. I write songs for other artists too, and yeah,
wow.
I'm a songwriter. Yeah.
So what serves as motivation and inspiration when you want to put down your songs, especially for the kind of beautiful and amazing songs that you have out there? What's your motivation?
I would say my motivation is like, is my environment, the environment I grew up in, the songs I listened to while growing up, and other have come and church. I was this church boy that time, so choir and stuff. So I
Wow.
would say those inspired me, and yeah, seeing other artists push, like, yeah, that really inspired me. And yeah,
Seeing other artists pushed at
mm,
church. How was it going to church and still doing secular music?
eh,
Sometimes the craziest place you can get talked down and segregated is the church.
yeah,
I'm not
definitely.
joking. I'll tell you this. I am a pastor's kid. So I'll tell you this, that we would always, once we see you in church, oh, you're the best child in the world. And the truth. We say,
Yeah.
oh, this guy, pastor, man, Pastor Bina, your son drummed in church today. It was the one, and my dad didn't even know because he's busy doing stuff. And the message was very tough. He did this children's choir, teenagers choir, and then you just show one ounce of stubbornness. Maybe pastor. The way they do that is the double standard.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't deserve to live my life and be who I am. You say, you just do this one, just do this one. So I understand where you're coming from, but choir practice and all those things were always fun, especially if you went to get to church. I did. Now,
Yeah.
I went to church on Sunday for Thanksgiving service. And there's a woman that was always, she's like a family friend. And her kids were my coolest friends in church. Ayo, Jago Folua, there was Bola, Irede, and Ayomide. I think that's the last. I think Bola and Ayomide are outside the country. So I saw Irede and Jago. They were from me.
Crazy.
Me too, I don't send anybody. So I was just telling them like, now that's what. But this were in the choir were the coolest kids. If I don't come to church, or everybody's coming to my house to ask what's wrong with me and all that. So having that setup was actually a very good thing. Most of you have praise, you have people like Zlatan, some of all these very good people. We grew up from church, banking on, to name just a few. So moving on, tell us about recording the first song. Did you have a nervous energy, negative vibe, a successful vibe alongside yourself now? What studio did you use to produce for you? Tell us about that.
No, like, contrary to what people always say about studio, like stuff like that, it was really cool. If you get in with your guys, people you have the same vibe with, connections, it's always cool, it's always fun, and no, it's not nervous, it's cool, fun, yeah. Bring out the creativity in you, yeah.
Now, a lot of people are of the opinion that to produce good music and to go to shows and perform on the biggest stages, just like you've done, that they have to take banned substances, they have to smoke, or they have to drink, or take cocaine and all those things when they want to write music or do music or record. Do you think that's true, or do you think that's a necessary prerequisite for exceptional music?
On that, I would say it's not really necessary, but at the same time, to spice your artistry up, like, people now, they always think I smoke, I do stuff, but they don't just know it's just for the props and, to spice things up, cause normal is just too boring for me. And yeah, sometimes you might see me with smoke in my video, doesn't really mean I'm smoking and stuff, but I just feel like sometimes you actually need that to not be boring, to not just be ordinary. You actually need something. Yeah. So that's just it for me. I don't really think you have to go the wrong way for that.
All right. So what's one thing that your fans don't know about you, but they want to, that is exhilarating? For example, it's like a misconception, like this smoking thing you talked about. Like, some people might see me now, for example. Okay, there's someone that saw me and she was like, I always looked at you like, she watches the show and she stays around my house. So she's always like, on TV, he's always like this, he's so demure. And then she saw me, just with one of my guys. That one drove to the front of my estate. When I'm just there, I was shouting, hey, guy, Alpha! And I wore shorts and armless t-shirts, And we're just gisting, we're just laughing. She's like, she never knew that I could
Do stuff like that.
let my head down, be very playful,
Yeah, I get that.
and all that. I was like, before she came up to me, I just knew that this person wanted to shout up. So I said, I'm sorry, come. She said, I'm sorry. Are you? I said, yes, obviously. She said, you don't want to spin with people like this. There are other people that we know that celebrities in this world that they don't talk to people. Like, why? Yeah, go play. There's actually nothing in this world. Like, people die every second. So, what are you doing all this nonsense for me? So, sometimes when I travel at the airport, I see a couple of people walk up to me and say, what's up, what's up. But then I see other celebrities that people should, who are at this point a bit bigger than I am, and they go reform. So people can't walk up to them and say, to me, it doesn't make any sense because you're not God. Someone should be able to walk up to you and say, Jaykin, Baba, how far now? I love your song, bro. I enjoyed it like, Baba, you did sing, nice one. But some other people just they give you the vibe that you shouldn't come close, don't come. And that for me doesn't make any sense. So for me, I've told you, man, what's that thing your fans have about you that's like a misconception? They think that's you, Jaykin, but in real life, that's definitely not you.
Yeah, some actually think I'm this perfect and all that. Like, no one is perfect, and we are just trying to push this thing and stuff like that. So I would say the smoke and the end result. People always see the end result, like I said before. They don't see what's going on behind the camera. They just all about it. And sometimes they don't actually really have to know all about that. They should just know about what they want to know about. So that's that's just it.
Alright, that's a nice one. Now, your first video, I'm Alright, with Offset is out. What story were you trying to tell us with that track, I'm Alright?
No, I'm Alright. It was fun making the video. I'm Alright. It was fun, cool, vibes. Shout out to my bro Dobson. It was great doing I'm Alright. I'm Alright. It's about, I would say, about message you are trying to pass in that songs. Like, it's just like the title, I'm Alright. It's about perseverance, it's about you being alright. Like the title, alright, no matter the challenges, no matter the struggles, I'm always gonna come out stronger. I'm always gonna be alright. So you should not be worried about me. So the song is just passing a message that I'm alright. I'm always gonna be alright. No matter what, no matter the challenges, I'm always gonna be alright. That's just it.
Right. Afrobeat is doing really good in Nigeria and outside the world. And we have some of the biggest artists in the world in Nigeria, not just Africa. We have for example, over 21,000 seats and extra were filled up to capacity at the Madison Square Gardens where Rema performed the other day. Now, I think from Africa, just Davido and Rema have been able to do that. Burna Boy has done other ones, O2, Whiskey, Ashake, and we've shut down all the stages that every other artist in the world, the biggest of the biggest, from Jay-Z to Beyonce to Tay-Tay, Taylor Swift, we've done all those and they're still counting. Now, if you had the opportunity to collaborate with any of these artists in Nigeria, whether known or unknown, which of these artists would you want and why?
There are a lot of artists I can actually pick right now, but I'll say Buju. I'll say Buju because I love Buju. He's a great guy and kind of sing my type of music. So Buju is a great artist. Omale too. I love the fact that he's authentic and he's always true to his music. So I love stuff like that. They inspire me. So I'll go for the two now. That's just it. Yeah.
Alright, nice one. We have Jaykin in the studios this morning, ladies and gentlemen, telling us about his craft, his journey into music, his video that's out titled I'm Alright, which of course we're definitely going to talk about where and how you guys are going to down that. But really, I'm having enough fun in the studio as it is, but we have to go to this quick break. Welcome back. The video you just watched or tried to watch is I'm Alright. So Sheye, Manuel, whoever is in the power studio. On the control room. I don't know why that video was so short. It's a very lovely video. And please, I'm saying this right now, allow some of these videos to play because we love them. And of course, the fans love them as well. So, except they have a certain level of vulgarity, which I don't believe I've seen or heard there. Please let these videos go. Thank you very much. All right, moving on, we still have Jaykin in the studio. It's a very beautiful morning, and we're enjoying speaking with you. Now, we talked before when on the break. We talked about collaborations. You said Buju and you said Amale.
Yeah.
Now, these are people who are doing good music at the moment. Now, you have musicians in the world in Nigeria whose music will last probably a lifetime. You have someone like Michael Jackson. He's gone.
Yeah, that's legend.
Still there. You see someone like Fela, the same thing. You see Whitney Houston. These are stars. You see Celine Dion, she's still alive. Bob Marley. All right, beautiful, beautiful people who every generation that comes through would appreciate their music because of how it impacted people's lives. So what's that spice? What's that thing you put in your songs that we feel or we should know tend to stay or exert the test of time or the test that will stand rather the test of time? You know, so like Bob Play Diary and Forever. These are very beautiful songs. He added a touch of symphony and harmony. There's one Nicole. You know, there's the Badge, you know, with the songs I'm Endowed. There's the Robucci with Don Jazzy. There's Yes or No by Banky W. So for you, is there anything special you're putting in your song? So in the next 20 or 15 years, when you hear Jaykin after you've turned up Madison Square Gardens and O2 Arenas and say, oh no, remember that Jaykin song that year? I'm alright. That song was done like 15 years ago and we're just playing it today. It feels like we just released the song. Is there anything special about it?
Yeah, I feel like I make music for like, I always try to stay true in my music, not friction and stuff. You know, I always try to stay true, authentic. So yeah, and in every lyrics, I'm trying to pass a message, a deep message. Sometimes I even have to, you know, go down, make it basic for people to actually get it and go along with me. So yeah, I feel like my music is always I want to impart lives with my music, like long lasting impacts on people. I don't really follow trends. I make music for true people that see themselves well, and yeah, that's it.
All right. So if your sound was a mood board or you had a mood board, what would be on it? Vibes, colors, or emotions?
You know, if vibes, color, emotions, I would say right now, I'll say emotion. I would say emotions, but I don't really like to put myself in a box, you know. So it can be vibes tomorrow or colors. Just right now, it's all about emotions, like trying to impart life and, you know, get the deep meaning of my lyrics.
How do you do your health? You know, you're always performing, going to studios, going from one show to the other, trying to put songs in videos. How do you take care of your health? First, your health physically, and then your mental health.
You know, I try to stay positive, and physically I take care of myself. I try to take care of myself the best way I can. But it's important to also show up anytime you're called upon. So yeah, I'm still trying to balance both.
In the world of TikTok, hits and streaming wars, how are you carving your own lane in Afrobeats?
I'll say, like I said, I am not trying to follow trends or fit in some specific modes or stuff like that. I'm just trying to stay true, be authentic with my music, with my sound, and yeah, imparts people life, like long life imparts on people. You know, when someone tell me that Jaykin, yeah, I feel your song and this song really healed me. I was going through this, I was going through that, and your song came through for me. Your song was this, it was that, it was my comfort. You know, that's enough for me. I don't chase trends. I make.
That's good. So, in your own words now, you being in a state of relativity, um, what does success look like to you? Is it viral fame? Is it Grammy dreams or Grammy awards? Or is it changing lives with your lyrics? What's success to you right now in terms of music?
You know, success is, to me, is long lasting impact on lives, you know, on people, long lasting impact. Maybe through awards, through fame. You know, if you asked me 10 years ago, I would have said no, like, I don't really care about the fame because I'm always this guy, like, I don't really care if I'm unknown. But now that I do music and I've tasted fame, I can say, yeah, I want it, or why not? Why can't I get it? So yeah, that's it. I want everything, and anyway I can impact life. That's success to me.
Talk about fame just now. Money or fame? Which one would you pick and why?
You know, got my music, I have to give it, but no, at the same time, money is very necessary. Money is important. So yeah, I'll take money all day.
You take money one day every day. So what will happen to the fame?
No, with money I can get fame anytime. I can be known just, you know, money can do a lot.
All right. If you could speak to a younger version of yourself now, Jaykin,
Yeah.
before recording your first song, what would you say? If you could speak to a younger version of Jaykin before you recorded that first song, what would you say to Jaykin?
You know, I'll tell myself that, you know, I should trust the process, you know, trust the process. I shouldn't be hard on myself. I should not be hard on myself. I should enjoy the ride, you know, have fun along the journey, enjoy the ride, and don't put the pressure of the world on my body, on my head. So yeah, I'll just tell myself to have fun, live life, because we only have one life, and life's so short. Just live life, enjoy the process.
All right. While recording music and being in the studio, what's that one thing studio sessions have taught you about yourself that school never really did?
You know, I'll say studio taught me a lot, like creativities and, you know, perseverance. You know, when you work with other artists, collaboration, creativities, studio fun, and yeah, studio taught me a lot. Taught me bring out the creativity in me, bring out stuff I didn't actually see in myself before. So yeah, that's it for me. It makes me know that music is a powerful tool, and music can actually change the world, impact life, heals. Music is life. So yeah, I'll say music didn't, school didn't teach me that. So music did, studio did.
So what message do you want your fans and people out there who are watching you and who are listening to your music? What message do you want them to take from the kind of song you do?
I'll say they should always stay true to themselves. They should always trust the process, and you know, they should always be authentic, enjoy the life, live life. You only have one life, like I said in my song, "Ayé kan ló wà, ayé pé méjì." So enjoy the ride, live life, live life. That's just it. Simple as that.
And enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
All right, that's a good one. Before we let you have just a couple of questions more to ask you now. In terms of music and your sound, how do you handle or deal with criticisms? You know, some people do it for the love, while others do it because I tend to call them witches. Because some things people just say, and like, what do you know about music? And say someone else's music is trash or whatever. No, you know, for me, when I hear someone's sound, I don't just listen to the voice. I listen to the harmony and the symphony that comes with it. So if I'm scoring the song and I want to play the songs with my friends and in practice or something, I can actually use the sound from somebody's song that nobody really messes with. And and make it fire. So that's, I play the acoustic guitar, I play the drums and all that. So I'll tell you that. Now, for you, how do you handle criticisms from both fans and people who are not your fans?
I would say one thing is that I really don't care about the praises or the criticism. Like, I don't let them get to me. No matter how much you actually praise my music, I don't let that thing get to me. So when I don't let the praise get to me, the criticism can't get to me either. So I just feel like one thing I've learned in life is that you should not care about what people want to say or what people actually think about you. If you want to go far, you should just be you, be your true self, be comfortable in yourself, and yeah, live life. I'm
That's a
always
nice
gonna be
one.
alright. Yeah.
So, what's your go-to attire? What makes, if you want to step out now for the show, what kind of stuff do you like to wear that feels comfortable for you?
No, like I always like to like be comfortable, dress nice, be comfortable, and yeah, maybe a little madness. I always like to make things, spice things up, not just boring, because I feel like normal is just boring. So yeah, I'm always trying to show like crazy part of me.
All right, so quick fire questions now. Jollof rice or fried rice?
Say Nigerian jollof any day, Nigerian jollof any day. Do it.
Nice. Studio all night or chilling with friends? Which one would you go for?
Definitely studio nights, studio nights. You know, they don't call me studio rats, just like that. Studio all night. I'll choose studio night.
All right, so choose to perform in Lagos or to headline a show in London.
You know, performing in London is like success, big achievement, but you know, the energy in Lagos, the vibes, the energy that comes with performing in Lagos, the crowd, you know, it's just, you can't buy that. I feel like you can't buy that. So I'll choose Lagos. I'll
All right,
choose Lagos.
spaghetti or noodles?
No, I love spaghetti. Spaghetti.
You go for spaghetti.
Yeah, definitely.
What's your favorite protein? Is it chicken? Is it turkey? Is it beef? Is it fish?
No, I'll say fish.
So what's your favorite food to eat?
My favorite food, I don't really have favorite. It's just whatever I'm craving for at the moment. So it changes. So I don't really have a favorite food, but yeah.
All right, thank you for coming on the show. Quickly tell us where and how we can download or stream your songs.
Yeah, you can download my song. I'm alright on all platforms. It's out on Spotify, Apple Music, all streaming platforms. Yeah, the video is out on YouTube also. You can follow me there, subscribe. Yeah, that's it.
All right, guys, give us your social media handles quickly as we wrap up the show.
At Jaykin Official on Instagram, at Jaykin Official on I'll say Twitter too. Yeah, Jaykin Official on TikTok too. You can follow me there. I'm always gonna be there, and you're gonna love me. I promise.
All right, any party words, any shout out for anybody special?
Yeah, shout out to my guys pushing out there, all comings like me, rising star. You know, shout out to you all, and always trust the process.
All right, thank you so much for coming on the show, Jaykin.
Yeah, thank you.
God bless you so much. We'll go calling you next time you're able to come through.
Thank
All
you.
right, so that much you can take. Jaykin always says, "Do you, be you," because last, and you get you, because nobody else is going to save you. Work hard, stay level-headed, and of course, follow you on all social media outfits or outforms, or how does my friend say it? Anyway, Outlands, that's what he says. But follow him stream his music, follow him on all social media platforms: Facebook, X, which is Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Jaykin Official. Make sure you stream his music aggressively. I'm all right.